Facebook, YouTube, and Patreon, and everybody in between. How y'all doing on this Christmas night? That's some got away there. Now, Dad made me this holster back in February when I first bought my pistol, but as you can see, it's kind of, yeah. But what we're gonna do is go ahead and cut these threads and basically rethread it. But I'm gonna do it a little bit different than he did. So he was trying to make it look all pretty and have the contrast of white thread on black material, but didn't work out so good. Oh, if I remember right, he actually used a pair of wore out combat boots that I give him to cut up for scrap leather, because he likes making stuff out of leather. And should be an interesting project anyway. Oh, that's all it is right there. But now, if you want to get it shaped to your pistol, you can take a piece of leather and a wooden mock-up of your pistol, and of course sand down the wood mock-up of it, and you wet the leather so it becomes pliable, and lay the mock-up on there and fold it over like you're going to have it and clamp it down, and it'll actually form itself to that mock-up of your pistol, which is sort of what happened here. But anyway, got the threads out, and I'm just going to stitch it back up with regular old nylon thread and put some eyelets in there at the end of the stitch so it'll actually stay. So y'all catch me in a minute. Now, I got half the stitches in, and as you can see, it's kind of loose, but what I'm fixing to do is pull some slack through, and I'm going to go and stitch in these gaps right here and come back from the other way, so it looks like a complete stitch down through there. Makes it a little stronger that way too. Now, the way he had it, he basically looked like it did it sewing machine style. He had a piece of white twine on one side, and he come in, wrapped around it, went back out the same hole. Well, that didn't work. It actually cut the twine, but I'm going to try it this way anyway. But I'm going to pull enough slack through to make sure that I've got enough to do what I want to do. And when I get done, just tie it off and burn it. That's why I'm using nylon. Not because it's black and pretty, but because it melts when it burns. So, all right, be back with you in just a minute. Oh, I know why they say if you're going to do any tactical training, you need to do something while it's cold, because it's incredibly hard to do that with cold fingers. It's pretty cool in here right now. But go ahead and burn this string. I'm going to melt the knot too, so it cannot come untied. And it's highly unlikely that it'll break, but it's always possible. And barely noticeable. Well, wrong side of the phone, dummy. I mean, time I get it on my hip, ain't nobody gonna be looking at that. They're gonna be looking at that. All right, what's in there? But I left that last hole right there open because I'm going to put, like I said, those eyelets in there, and I needed somewhere to put them. Now you want to put an eyelet kind of close to the actual threads. That way there's no stress on the thread. All the stress is going on the eyelet. The thread's just there to hold the seam together. So now, see what size I need here on his hole punch. Looks like that one. Yeah, that'll do. Oh. Oh. And this hole punch is very well used. Oh. Not even sure if it'll work right. Oh. Go ahead and clean this hole out. That way it'll work a little better. Look at this fat ass needle. That's a leather needle for you. Oh. Alright, get around there. And by the way, this is my everyday carry. So, yeah. If it wasn't, it wouldn't even be in a holster. Go ahead and punch this hole here. And I'm going to get right on top of that needle hole. Well, actually, that was a punched hole, but, you know, because with leather, it's a lot easier if you go ahead and punch your holes, if you're going to sew any. Oh. Because it ain't exactly like fabric. It's a lot like it, but, you know, a lot stronger, too. And go ahead and punch one down here at the muzzle end. Ah. Oh. The reason I'm working it back and forth like this, because like I said, this is a pretty old tool right here, and the actual hole punching part doesn't meet the, I guess you call it the anvil. It's old but effective. Anyway, now and the back up. Now to set these eyelets, you got to have a special anvil. I guess that's what you call that. And a punch. Oh. Now, let's see here. You take the long one, or if you're doing some type of clothing or something, you take the non-exposed one. Or the exposed one, I mean. I had it backwards. And that's the one you put on the anvil, because the other one's going to get the crap beat out of it. Oh. Actually, well, no. I was going to use rivets, but I'm not sure what tool to use, so. And I don't know where he put it, all his stuff at. Oh, get in there. I don't think I punched the hole quite big enough. Yeah, there it goes. I wanted it nice and tight. That's how I like my stuff, high and tight. Oh. Get in there. Got it in one side. Oh. Yeah. was trying to cut the leather. Oh. All right, you. Oh. Rah. Get in there. Oh. It's got to be lined up just so. Oh. Dang it. Well, crap. Oh. Oh. I got it in one side. Can't seem to get it in the other though. Oh. Alright, I got it in there now. And got the other side of the eyelet started on there. I'm going to take this hammer and carry it to the captain. No, I'm playing. Take this little leather working hammer here and finish the job. Oh. Yeah. Beat it down there nice and tight. That way it don't come back loose, but you don't want to cut all the way through either. Because as the eyelet is closing up, it's going to expand the inside of it like that. Well, and wrap around there and basically pull itself shut. You don't want it cutting all the way through, or else you're not doing yourself any good. Oh, I should have done that the other way. Oh well. Should have had the long one on the exposed side, but it'd be alright. This is my first one, so. Go ahead and do this other one. Oh. And I'll be done. Alright. Get in there. Get in there. Get your butt in there. Hard to work with these cold fingers. Oh. Ain't got much feeling in the tips of my fingers, and there ain't no heat in here where I'm at. Oh. And it is cold as shit outside. And yes, this is the same Allen wrench from the last video that I just posted a few minutes ago, where I was putting the Picatinny rail on that same pistol this holster is for, matter of fact. Alright, got it through the hole. Got the back started on there. No, I don't. I thought I did. Oh. If you ever wondered why most of the hardware for leather is brass, this is why. It's because it's easy to form. It's also why they use it for making ammo, because it'll form to the bullet and stay tight. And it'll actually damage the casing before it damages the weapon that it's in. That and the fact that while it will corrode, it ain't near as bad as steel. Yeah, give it a few more whacks. I'm not hitting it really hard, just hard enough to get the job done here. By the way, damn, I missed. Oh man, oh well. Oh, gee, if I want to get real fancy, I put one right there, but it didn't exactly leave me enough room. I mean, it's already a tight fit for that fat ass high point anyway. But see what she looks like. And it is loaded this time. Yeah, I'm gonna have to modify that a little bit. Oh. So it I'll have to cut that out. Oh, all right. Now to make this cut for my new sight system, I took a Bistro chalk marker and just eyeballed it and allowed for error. And the reason I use chalk marker is because, well, you can just, and it comes right off. If you take it off immediately, I imagine. And come on off of there. Oh. All right, see how it fits now. Oh. Perfect. Well, nearly perfect, but perfect-ish. Oh, it actually looks pretty good in there. Oh. Oh. And it seems like it's going to ride pretty good. I'm satisfied. Oh, may have to adjust that hole a little bit because it's right up against the front of the sights, and I don't know if whatever I get to go on there is going to interfere with it, but it may not. But anyway, that's how you make your own homemade custom holster. So y'all take it easy.